Morning everybody, Jason, Hollis Farms. I got peed up eating breakfast. It ain't raining right now. Got my little protein shake and this little soft baked bar they call it. I'm having pretty good luck with this so far. I'm gonna eat on this and head down. We're gonna look at something, then I'll tell y'all a little bit about my little diet plan I'm doing. Alright, so I got through with my little protein shake and my little baked granola bar thing and my jiggy, whatever you call it. I hadn't been doing this but it's a few days now, and of course the first few pounds fall off pretty quick and then you got to work a little harder, but I've lost about 7 pounds already, and the biggest thing I've done is cut down on a lot of my proportions, because I love to go get me a cheeseburger, double cheeseburger, big old fries, and a big old sweet tea. I hadn't had a Dr. Pepper, period, in several days. Pretty much the only thing I've drank that had any taste was that shake, and I've been drinking water after that. Been eating a lot of my summer sausage. Not sure how fattening that is, but I hadn't been eating anything with it. I've been trying to cut down on the tater chips because I love me some tater chips. Like last night, for instance, I grilled a steak. I ate a steak, and instead of having a big old baked potato or a bunch of fries, I had a little bag of baked chips and a bottle of water. So it's hard to swap over, but I already feel better, and I can tell my britches is getting looser, and that was my goal, because the last time I lost all this weight a couple years ago, I bought a bunch of clothes, a couple sizes smaller, and they're just sitting there. And my bigger pants, most of them I was pretty fair size for a little while, and most of them was about wore out. So I don't have many clothes, and I've been bound and determined not to buy anymore, because I got a drawer full of smaller breeches. So I'm working on that. It's hard. You just it takes a couple weeks to kind of get your mind right, and I do feel better after getting my shots yesterday. I'm still a little snotty. It's trying to dry up on me, so I'm pretty sure that we was right. We just had a little sinus issue, or a lot of sinus issue. But anyway, I'm pretty happy with the diet. The hardest part is when you go out to eat or go to ball games and stuff like we do, because all that kind of food is what I like and what I've always liked. I'm not a big vegetable eater or good food eater. I like fried food and French fries and Dr. Peppers and Cokes and all that. So it's really a challenge to me. Cece can do pretty good at it because she likes all the food that tastes good. Of course, she likes all the other stuff too, but she likes that. And I'm pretty picky on that kind of stuff, so it's kind of a little challenge to me. Like at night, a lot of times I'll cook a steak or a burger, and I have been eating, that's one meal that I like. I'll eat a burger and not have anything with it, just a couple hamburger patties and no bun or nothing, and a bottle of water. And you just kind of have to train your stomach to do it. It's kind of hard, but when I kind of got my mind right the last time, I really dropped it off, and I was really getting after it, exercising on my Bowflex thing. I haven't really got back into that hard yet, because I've been about half sick since I started this. I hadn't lost my appetite. I could eat a steak and cheese biscuit right now. Whew, and a sweet tea would be good. But I know I feel better when I get through losing this weight and kind of getting back in shape. I got to get back in shape. You're getting older and it's harder and harder, but all these climbing methods and all I'm going to do with the deer hunting, I'm going to have to get back in shape and don't need to be wobbling around trying to get up that tree. I need to get back in shape for that. But I enjoy a challenge, and this is a pretty good challenge, and we fixing to do it. But that's about enough on the diet thing. I'm getting hungry talking about it. But what I'm doing now, I'm running down here to check on this river. last year, year before, it got up higher than it's been in like over 30 years. And it burnt the water got up so high, it burnt my feeder motors up. So I have got to get down here. I'm going to keep an eye on it this time, and we may ride back out on the highway and look at that. I got some stuff I got to do here in just a little while, and I'm not going to get to do a super long all-day video today. But we're going to check on the river right here, right now, down here, and the backwater anyway, and then we may run around and check on the bridge, and I do need to run to town, and we may check on it that way. Tim had that video the other day where the water's been getting up and about to knock the bridge down. That pillar may be down by now. I don't know. I don't know if he's went back and looked either, but that's what I'm doing this morning, kind of checking on the river. I got to go somewhere with my wife and them here in a little while. So I'm going to check this water, and then I do got to run to Columbus, and I ain't going to have a lot of time to do a lot today, but we got to check this water. And I'm filming with this little Sony. No, what am I filming with? I'm filming with the handy cam today. I have been checking on some cameras. I do like the camera that Tim uses every day, but I've got another idea. I use my GoPros just about every day because I really like them, and the conditions I get in, I really like them. And I don't mind this little handy cam. I'm learning it a little better. Like I said, the audio is awesome on it. Got to keep playing with the settings on this exposure and stuff. But I've got another. I'm gonna try to do my best before turkey season to get this other camera, and it's kind of a high dollar system, but I think in the end it'll be really good for what we want to do, including the GoPros in there. And if I have to use this little handy cam sometimes, we will. But anyway, let's get down here and check on this water real quick. I got a tree across the road that I have got to get out of the way one day. I'm gonna see if I can get around it without getting stuck. Alright, so this water right here is getting up pretty good. Oh, y'all see that water? Trying to suck through that pipe right there. It's not just super bad yet. I'm gonna go down here to our old camp. I can judge a little better. I'm down here at these old sawtooths where we thin them. Boy, I've got to burn that, but it needs to be cold, and of course it's got to get drier. I go down here and look at this backwater, I can get a better idea. I have been in a boat right here, a big bass boat before years ago. Back when that's been a little over 30 years ago. And I don't want it, yeah, it's getting up some. A lot of times during deer season, you can just walk across that right there, but it's probably, nearly waist deep right now. Some places out there, a little bit more than others. But I can gauge a lot better behind the old camp back here. We'll go look. I don't like riding my truck down here because I love to deer hunt down here. Didn't really do any good down here this year, but didn't push them too hard. We should have some good deer for next year, hopefully. Alright, that water's coming up pretty good right here. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it for sure. Usually by the time we get it, it's be a few days after, but I don't know if we got enough rain north to really hurt us this time. We've got an old boat ramp right down there that's never hardly been used. I got an idea for that before too long. Me and Tim's been talking about a few things we want to do on this river, so it'll be some good videoing. But I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I don't think it's gonna come up too quick. We can't get the feeders and all out. But I don't want to lose. I lost all my feeder motors down here last year because it had been a little over 30 years before it had got as high as it did last year. And I just let it sneak up on me. But I'm going to try not to. We still got plenty of time, I believe, before it might get. And I'm going to check the crest forecast and all that. I've never studied on that a whole lot, but I'm going to kind of look at that and flood stage and see where we're going to be. It's pretty down here, ain't it? I had never fooled with the water just a whole lot, but I'm ready to try some stuff. Alright, so here's what I decided to do real quick first. I'm going to run down here and run across the bridge, or right across the bridge in Pickensville, or just west of Pickensville, that goes over the Tombigbee. For those of y'all that are kind of wondering what river I'm talking about, it's the Tombigbee. See how close it is to getting out of the banks down there. Alright, so here we are on Highway 388, headed towards Brooksville. That water's up right there, but it's not just too bad yet. That's kind of the little backwater there. We'll ride up here over this bridge and see how bad it is getting. One spot up here, it was nearly across the highway when it got so bad, so we'll kind of look at that and gauge a little bit on that. Coming up over the river bridge right now. I ain't got nobody behind me, so I'm going to slow down a little bit. It's coming up, but it's not out of the banks or anything yet, but it's pretty high. Just have to keep an eye on it. I'm gonna run down here where it was across the highway that time and see what it looks like. Water right down in there you can see, but last time it was on up beside this road pretty good. Not hardly any on this side to amount to nothing yet. I gotta get some windshield wipers on this little truck. All that was covered last time. I think we might be alright. Of course, like I said, it takes a few days to catch up down here. But usually when we have big problems here, it's rained a lot way up in the northern states. I don't think so far we've had enough to do it here. Alright, coming right down through here in this next curve right up here is where it was up on the highway last time, so I ain't saying we don't need to be concerned, but not yet. Not just too bad, because it was up on the road right here, and it's a pretty good drop off right there. So we got a little time. We just got to keep an eye on it. We don't want to get caught with our britches down again. Them feeder motors is pretty expensive. I don't want to have to buy them again. Y'all know I got to run to Columbus now. Y'all know I've been studying on these truck issues. I hate to be so picky, but when you work out of one and keep all your junk in one, you need it right. So I really like riding around in this little Nissan. It is a super comfortable truck to drive, but it's definitely too small for my everyday stuff. The Titan, I don't know. I really like that truck. It rides smooth, it's quiet, it does everything I want to do. The gas mileage is not super on it, but I don't know if anything is anymore, but if it was a long wheelbase, I believe I'd be pretty happy. I don't think they make a long wheelbase in the four-door truck. So I'm studying on, as bad as I hate to put a flatbed on it, I wanted a truck that didn't have a flatbed, but it seems like every time to get one laid out in the room like I want to end up doing it. And I have never seen a flatbed on one of them Nissans, so kind of got my mind spinning. I'm thinking about some designs. I wish the fuel tank on the truck was bigger. So I'm riding around thinking that might be something that I get with Rick and try to design is if I could get enough boxes on the side or up under it, just like any other flatbed, to where I could put my dog box in there and still have enough room for stuff. It may be a thought. I'll just have to talk to Rick about it. I had an 07 Dodge one time with a short bed on it. Had boxes up under it, and I had two boxes on the side like you would mount on the side rails of a bed of a regular pickup bed. It worked out good. I worked out of that truck for a long time, so I kind of hate to get rid of the truck since we just got it. It's already been scratched and dented on one side, and I already put bumpers on it, so I'm just kind of studying on it, thinking a bit. I don't like to keep doing stuff, but I don't like to be aggravated with the room on my truck. So something I'm studying on. It might be in the works before too long, but we'll just have to see how that goes. I like the old Dodges, but for running as many miles as I do every day, I'll be honest, I kind of like the comfort of the Nissan or the 16 Dodge. So just studying on that a little bit. I always got my mind spinning on something. One thing I forgot to mention, I've had my 3 covert cameras out kind of scouting for hogs while I've had the 3 traps going. I've got one spot that's been getting pictures of hogs pretty consistent. At least every other night. Last night, I think it was 2 came into this spot and stayed a while, so kind of keep a track of that. Tomorrow, I've got one spot where I had some action with I had some action with my coverts, and I moved the big pig trap over there. And I think in the meantime, I caught them 4 hogs at the panel trap, the 3 little ones, and then I finally caught that pretty big sow. So I think I have caught that little bunch there, so I'm probably going to have to move one of them over to this other spot. Like I said, we have whacked on them pretty hard, and they're kind of spread out in this one spot right now. So if it keeps working right, I can't even talk this morning. Scouting with the covert cameras seems to be the way to do it, so I'm kind of glad I got them going. And they're good for scouting for the deer, but right now it's saving my back from just kind of guessing on moving the trap. So that may be something we get into tomorrow, is move one of the big pig traps. I wish I had time to do it today, but I just don't have time. Looks like most of this video today is going to be just rambling around in the truck, but for a little while before I have to go, but it just days like that sometimes. Alright, y'all, hadn't been just a whole lot to this video today. It's just one of them days. I got some stuff I gotta do. Appreciate y'all watching. Out of here.